All right, class. It is Wednesday. This is the only lesson you're getting. So hopefully you watch it. You watch it twice. You watch it slow. You watch it fast. I don't know. All right, and hopefully this will help. I will be back tomorrow to help you a little when we start tomorrow's lesson. Please do not contact me today. All right, way back. We're adding 3/4 and 1/2, and as we discussed yesterday, you need common denominators. We don't have one, and you say you've got 4 and you got a 2, and you go, well, this one needs a 2/2. And here's the long way, and we might as well get used to the long way because that's what's coming for us in this class. And so now I've got 3/4, and 2 times 2 is 4, 1 times 2 is 2. You have common denominators. You now may add the numerators, the tops, and get 5/4. All right, cool, you know that. All right, that's what you used to do. Now, one way that you could have done this back in the day, and this is going to fit into what we're doing now in the day. 20 does a factor tree, as you call it, factor tree of 2 times 2 times 5. 2 times 2 times 5. There you go. That's 20. 24 is, let's see, 2 times 12, which is 2 times 2 times 3. Let me see if I did that right. 4, 8, 24. That's correct. So I've factored this out. And then you could look and see the following. You could see to get a common denominator, well, this one has 3 2's. This only has 2 2's. 2 2's, like dancing outfits, I think a tutu is. So now I have 3 2's here. This one had a 3. This one doesn't have a 3, so we'll take it times 3/3. So now this one has everything that one. But now we look over here. We got 3 2's, we got 3 2's. Cool. We're looking for a common denominator. You can barely see that. I won't use this pen anymore. Here, there's a 5 here that's not over here, so we take this times 5/5. All right. Are my denominators common? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. A 3, a 3, a 5. They are common. So now my numerator is 2 times 3 is 6. That's 42. Plus 5 times 5 is 25. The denominator is 2, 4, 8, 41, 20. I think I did that right. Let me double check real quick. 24. I think that's correct. And now we add the numerators. So what we could have done, and maybe we did this back in the day, I don't know exactly what you did back in elementary school. We could factor this, see what we need, see what we need. All right, here we go. Our denominators are not common. We cannot factor this. We cannot factor this. So what we look at and say, well, this fraction needs an x plus 6. So we put in parentheses an x plus 6 over x plus 6. We can do that because that equals 1. This is lacking a 2x minus 5. 2x minus 5 over 2x minus 5. You will notice we now have common denominators. We have 2x, cool. Do not FOIL the bottom back because it would just waste your time when I ask you to factor a little later. Now, math builds on itself. We have to FOIL carefully. First, I'm going to have a long one. 6x squared outside minus 4x inside minus 15x last plus 10. I'm going to double check. 6x squared minus 4x minus 15x plus 10. Cool. Now I must carefully FOIL here. First, outside, inside, last. Double check it first. I think I did it right. I'm going to combine like terms. I'm going to combine my x squares into 7x squared. Combining my x's, minus 4, minus 19, plus 8. That must be minus 11. Combine. You'd have to factor that and then reduce. I believe it does not factor. If it does, you would have to do that, but done. All right. On the subtractions, I suggest that you be really careful. And I suggest that maybe you turn it into a plus sign when you begin. So what I would like you to do, you will remember that a minus is the same as a plus negative. So what I would like us to do here is the following. Put this in a parenthesis, change this to a plus negative. Now I'm not starting the problem yet. I'm going 3x minus 7 over 2x plus 5 plus, and now negative times 3, negative 3x, negative times 4. Now I've turned the whole problem into plus because a minus, you will all remember, is the same as a plus negative. You have to put parentheses around that. You might want to rewind this part of the video. All right, now we look and see we do not have common denominators, and this one needs an x plus 9. This one needs an x plus 9. This one needs a 2x minus plus 5. These are both worth a value of 1. And I'm not going to finish this one out, but you now have a common denominator. And then you will FOIL first, outside, inside, last, and continue. All right, let's move on, shall we? Well, you don't have a choice unless you hit pause or quit watching. That's about your choice. Other than that, we're moving on. All right. Way over there on that one with the 5/24 added to 7/20, we had to factor before we began. Right here. That is a square minus a square. You will remember that becomes x plus 3 times x minus 3. Factor. We are looking for a common denominator. Well, this one's got the x plus 3 and the x minus 3. This one's just lacking the x minus 3. This is the only one that needs anything. This needs an x minus 3 over x minus 3. Our denominator, we now have common denominators, x plus 3 over x minus 3. That's not multiplied by anything. Distributive property, 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 is minus 6x. I'll put that in a more standard form. 2x squared minus 6 was minus 5x plus 5 over x plus 3, x minus 3. Let me try something here. Can I factor the top? I'm looking for something that multiplies to be 10 and adds to be negative 5. That's not going to work, is it? 1 times 10, that doesn't add to negative 5. That doesn't, 2 and 5. Doesn't factor. End of problem. And finally, remember this is a video. And if you didn't get those copied down, you could rewind it or go to slow motion and make me sound funny. Or maybe I do sound funny. We have to factor. just like we did over there. I'm not going to turn the camera again. Multiplies to be 5, adds to be 6. Multiplies to be 5, adds to be 6. If you would take the time to do it, you would find that would be 1 times 5 multiplies to be 5. 1 plus 5 adds to be 6. There's a 1 here. A squared minus a squared is x plus 5, x minus 5. You're thinking these problems are not short. You're correct. They're not short. We need a common denominator. This one is missing an x minus 5. This one is missing the x plus 1. We have our common denominator. Foil, foil. That's today's lesson. Watch it a few times, whatever you have to do. Oh, there's Kirby. I'm now going to make a second video, which I'm going to go over a few of your homework problems on just exactly step by step.